On their way to the locker room earlier on, looking to deliver the gift of a big win to the home crowd tonight. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is out there with Turner. Then it's Halliburton. Then there's Carter. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. And for the Rockets, the pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. White is out there with Jalen Green. And it's Miller in at the 3 slot. Hey, Greg, what are you looking for here as they enter their first night of a back-to-back?
We'll see how the coaching staff distributes minutes among the players. You don't want to overuse your guys tonight and leave them sluggish for tomorrow. It's about finding a balance.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Halliburton against Wright. Miller, right side. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Carter. Halliburton in the corner over Miller. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist from Carter.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
And that one's good. Right.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Turner following the score by Houston. Carter outside. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Smith. Here's Houston now. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Now here's Wright. He gets it in there.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Green. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That'll be jump ball.
And so it's Indiana with it. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wright looking around. Miller outside. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Greg, remember back when the 22-23 season started, the Rockets were among the youngest teams in the NBA.
And it's hard to win in this league with youth and inexperience. Houston's front office aggressively adding quality vets like Fred VanVleet in hopes of stabilizing that roster. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Halliburton inside the 3-point line. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Green.
2 things you love here. How confident Halliburton is offensively. The second is not afraid to take punishment while he's shooting the basketball.
First free throw is good. Oh, Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard.
And so he makes both from the line. Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
Wright with it, picked up by Turner, and it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And now the first timeout call here for the Rockets. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing 2 teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Tyrese Halliburton. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Halliburton. They get it again. Out to Carter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Well, that is about recognition right there from Tyrese Halliburton. He recognizes the overcommitment, makes the defense pay.
Here's Wright. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Nembhard, headed by Green. Nembhard's shot is good.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Wright outside. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
Sengun kicks to Wright. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Nembhard, guarded by Green. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. First shot, first basket. He's out of the block as fast.
Andrew Nembhard.
Rockets trail by 3. Wright with it. He's got 8. Outside, Green. Hits the three-point bomb.
Not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Now, here is Halliburton. Down low, Nembhard. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Timeout called, the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Indiana. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference. Miller surveying the floor. Here's Green. Last game, 26 points. And Wright kicks to Smith. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Siakam. And they pick up two.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Houston Rockets. 4-point game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so Wright nails both of them. Well, in 2 years at the helm, no playoff appearances for Rick Carlisle. But Doris, I think we both know they're sure to come.
Well, his history suggests, Kevin, that it's absolutely on the horizon. The challenge a bit different on this particular stop for him. In the past, there have been superstar caliber players that he has worked with. Now you're sort of building the foundation and growing from there.
With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. 5th best, the Rockets.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Wright nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Nembhard. Rebound by Smith. Rockets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. On the wing, Green. Right outside. Here he goes. It's Miller on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target. Miller's got 5 points so far.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Right outside. Out to Smith for three. Siakam pulls it in.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Nembhard, covered by Miller. Halliburton against Wright. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the paint, here's Smith. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Good work inside from Smith Jr., putting that size to work.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Green. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Green, no luck. Pacers trail by 3. Siakam passes to Carter. Here's Nembhard. Drives to the hoop. Here's Turner. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting big shots from close range.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. You know, Greg, one thing you got to admire about Miles Turner is how sensational a shot blocker he is. Every year among the leaders in the NBA.
And Kevin, such a dependable defensive anchor. Someone that just reads shooters well, knows when to go after the block.
Now here's Wright. He's got 12. Shot clock at 5. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Siakam. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now, here's Nesmith. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Over Thompson. And Thompson sends it back. And here is Şengün. Pass to Smith. Right outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him. Houston making some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Brooks comes in for Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Wright.
Dillon Brooks. Fred VanVleet.
Brooks outside. Here's Miller. That one goes in. Miller's got 7 points in the game.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Pacers trail by 4. Here's Halliburton. Passes it to Nesmith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, pretty pass from Tyrese Halliburton. You want this guy running the show.
Now Now here's Van Vliet against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Fades back. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 9 points for the eraser.
Well, we know that Fred Van Vliet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Halliburton, that's good.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Now Van Vliet, scoreless thus far. They get it back. Brooks with the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop them, and that's never an easy task.
The 11-footer, and he hits the jumper for 2. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Mathurin. Over Brooks. And it's Mathurin missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Well, Benedict Mathurin has all the tools to get stops. That's a great contest.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Houston on top. They lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Trailing by 5. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
And I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
On the court for Indiana. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. Neesmith is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Carter in at the 3, the small forward.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now here's Van Vliet. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Adams on the follow.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Turner against Adams. Right side Turner. Pass to Neesmith. 6 to shoot. And Miller with the block. The pass to Easton. Carter against Thompson. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that lead?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
And Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Adams. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Wright in for Fred VanVleet. And the second free throw, good. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Wright. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Inside, Smith. And he banks in the layup. Smith's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston.
And how about the body control from Smith Jr., not allowing the D to overwhelm him.
Knocked loose and stolen by Wright. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Pacers trail by 10. Carter, the pass to McConnell. Back to Carter. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Smith. Thompson looking for an opening. And it's Green missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Carter. It's rebounded by Houston.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Count that one.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Pacers trail by 10. Carter, right side. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for the machine.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that dish.
Right against Turner. Right, the pass to Şengün. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Şengün's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
So the Pacers call timeout. They're first of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at Siakam. With the voting as it is now, it looks like he'll miss out on a spot in the starting lineup for the East.
Yeah, not even in the top 10, but it shouldn't take away from what he's done this year. It's been a very good season for him.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Toppin dishes to Carter. Sinks the triple. Carter's got 7 now in this quarter.
What a heads-up play by Obi. Toppin feeds the open man. Easy opportunity.
Right outside. Houston moving it around. Green left side. Shot clock at 6. And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Green. 16 points for Little General.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And it's Wright sending it back.
And they continue to control the glass.
It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Houston ball.
And the layup's good off the glass. Wright's got 18 points in the game.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Knocks it loose. It's taken away by Smith. Kicks it to Green. Lets it go from deep. Here's Şengün. Even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Indiana. 11-point game. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Rockets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Hey, Greg, we love watching T.J. McConnell on the floor. It's like watching a guard from a couple decades ago.
And Kevin, this guy's just an old school point guard. His focus is on defense and passing, and great at both of those as an undersized guard in today's NBA.
Right against McConnell. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
And the Pacers call time here. Down the line what Little General has done in this one.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred VanVleet.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, here is Siakam, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And Turner kicks to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Right inside. He's covered by Halliburton. Smith the pass to Wright. Driving to the basket. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Halliburton against Wright. And it's Halliburton missing.
And, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
They get a hand on it. Passes it to Nembhard. Takes it out to Siakam. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that one against the Pistons. That's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Timeout called the Rockets. For the Rockets, Tari Eason's checked in for Smith. Miller comes in for Thompson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Green. Wright, the pass to Şengün. Back to Wright. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. You look at Wright, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Basket counts. Wright's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And that one is good. And that's 15 points for the machine.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
VanVleet with it. Still without a basket. Right inside. Carter on him. And that one's good. Right. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Halliburton outside. The three-pointer no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Miller, the pass to Şengün. No good that time. Good work defensively by Carter. And Miller with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. VanVleet can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
He kicks it to Wright. Back to VanVleet. To the middle. Stolen by Carter. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton on the wing. Fires the three. That one's in. Only his fourth make against 9 total shots.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are forming chemistry. Tyrese Halliburton said in recent years they were saying the locker room was a quiet place, not many conversations. We've tried to impact the culture and create a different atmosphere. It's genuine. We appreciate and love each other. We want to see each other succeed and prove people wrong. Kevin?
Yeah, I know you agree with me. They are on their way.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's Wright. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Bucket is good. Wright's got 26 points.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
59 seconds left in the first half.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now, Wright, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Wright, the pass to Şengün. Yes, that goes in. Şengün's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
To the wing on the left. Here's Siakam. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Pascal Siakam at the line for one.
And Siakam, no good on that one.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
Now here's Wright. 26 points for him. The three. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Houston Rockets finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting out a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first, and they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
First of all, where's the intention? I think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Fantastic game from Little General in this one.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Pacers trail by 15. The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. Wright is out there with Green, and it's Miller in at the 3. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
What's up?
Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Now here's Green. The pass to Wright. A floater. Miller kicks to Green. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Carter on the wing. Pass to Halliburton. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 14. Kicks to Carter. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Outside, Green. No good with the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now Carter, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Smith, the pass to Wright. Green taking his time here. Miller with a wide open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 17 points for the eraser. Halliburton against Wright. Launches a 3. And it's Halliburton missing. Houston leading by 15. Smith finds Wright. Clock keeps going. 2 minutes into the second half now. And Miller throws it down hard.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Halliburton for three. Green with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the Pacers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run. The top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. And you look at Carter, top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
He's really showing what he can do. I mean, providing an impressive knack offensively for a first-year player.
Now, here's Siakam. 6 points for him. Indiana moving it around. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Misses from close range.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Turn around, Jay. Green, no luck.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Green. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. And that's good for 2. 8 points for Siakam.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
In for Jabari Smith. Ryan is checked in for the Pacers.
Rise up and give a big hand to your Little Tippers.
Right against Halliburton. Inside, Miller. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Siakam. Up and in on the layup. Siakam's got 10 points.
Well, desire. Pascal Siakam has a ton of that. He's overcome so much in his life. You think a little bump in the road is going to stop him?
Now, here's Şengün. 8 points for him. And that one drops. Miller's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Takes it inside. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Here's Thompson. And it's sent back by Carter. Stolen by Thompson.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Miller. And ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. That free throw good from Thompson. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pacers trail by 20. Carter with the 3. Good D by Thompson.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Halliburton. 11 points in the game. Siakam finds Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Clock at 6. Looking to get it going. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Wright. 28 points for him. Miller, that's for 2. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And the Pacers call time here.
To the Pacers.
Check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Houston. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference.
And I think for the Rockets, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Unloads from 13. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got 8 points.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Now here's Wright. Thompson for the triple. And another 3 for Houston.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Green. Passes to Siakam. Over Miller. Siakam's shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Nembhard. 8 points for him. Out to Carter. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Now here's Wright. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. In second, the Rockets.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
And the first one at the line is good. Houston making a switch here. Adams checked in. And so Wright nails both of them. Here's Halliburton. 11 points in the game. And they get it. He doesn't hit that one.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Count it. Good. That's now 32 points for Little General.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Poked away, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Here's a look at some stats for Halliburton. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's averaging 30 points, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Here's Siakam. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one. Miller, right side. Over Mathurin. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Right against Halliburton. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Here's Wright. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Indiana's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Siakam, that's good.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Right against Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Şengün inside. 8 points for him. Good D by Siakam. There's the pass to Halliburton. Adams against Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Rockets. Thompson outside from deep. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Siakam. Rockets with the rebound. Pass to Thompson. Mathurin against Miller. 1:02 left in the third. White, the pass to Şengün. Good D by Siakam.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And here are the Rockets now, following the score by Indiana. Here's Şengün. And he comes up with the deuce. Şengün's got 10.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Halliburton. Sweet little floater.
This is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Right outside. Pass to Thompson. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Houston closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Houston leading by 20 on the court for Indiana. And got Halliburton. Miles Turner out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Carter. And it's Nembhard in at the two-guard position. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Rockets.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. That one falls.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Van Vliet's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Carter inside the three-point line. Rockets with the rebound. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Van Vliet against Halliburton. Pass to Miller. Thompson outside. Brooks with no one around. And another 3 for Houston.
That's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Halliburton looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. GA, is it me or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one repeat champion in the past decade. It's a competitive league.
The first one falls.
I think if you're talking Tyrese Halliburton, the thing that stands out is the wealth of things he can do on the offensive end. He can shoot the ball with range. He's got unbelievable handle. He can create. He can drive it. He can also set up his guys. A lot to like.
Halliburton hits them both. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Van Vliet against Toppin. And it's Miller with the jam.
High IQ of Fred Van Vliet is why he is so good in pick and roll action.
Adams against McConnell. Knocked away and stolen by Miller. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
When it comes to trades, some say the draft pick protections should only be for the top 4 or the top 14. TV, why is that?
Well, I think we saw this last season with Dallas. They were in a situation where they had an opportunity to be in that play-in situation, but keeping their top 10 protected pick obviously pulled them in another direction. So perhaps those limitations might help, Kev.
That free throw good from Miller. Nesmith, he's checked in for the Pacers. And he makes both free throws.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
Now, here's McConnell. Carter with the 3. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And you think about the All-Star game last year, Greg, some concern about the lack of competition. It worries me. Does it worry you?
Kevin, it's not ideal. I think it's worth asking what could give the players more incentive to win, whether that's money or something else we can think of. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. We've seen a few play-in tournaments already, Doris. I like it. How do you like it?
I absolutely love, Kevin, that it has emphasized success in the regular season. A huge difference between a 6 seed and a 7 seed. So you give teams something to play for so much further into the year. Obviously, you give more teams more hope. It has been perfect.
Here's McConnell after the Rockets pick up 3. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Thompson outside. Now the dish to Miller. Over Toppin. That's good for Miller. The assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Now, here's McConnell. And there's the pass to Nesmith. Indiana moving it around. Top Toppin kicks to Carter. Pass to Neesmith. And Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 19-7 run. Out to Brooks. Adams against Turner. Van Vliet outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
McConnell passes to Toppin. And here is Neesmith. Over Brooks. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Rockets have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Miller, that's for 2. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Toppin, good.
The very definition of a stretch 4. Toppin is a knockdown shooter, so vital for the spacing to his basketball team.
Now here's Van Vliet. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Van Vliet against McConnell. He dishes it to Turner. And stolen by Miller. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
That free throw good from Miller. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, these giveaways aren't doing them any favors on the scoreboard.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets.
Substitution on the court.
Houston's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Miller outside. Deep 2 from Brooks. The Pacers pull it in. Halliburton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Van Vliet picks one up.
That's just a savvy move to draw the foul, and despite that young age, Halliburton like a seasoned veteran right there.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Halliburton. Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's Nembhard. Carter, the pass to Turner. Siakam outside. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
And he makes that one.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Halliburton against Van Vliet. Here's Halliburton, and the basket is good. Halliburton's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, but what Tyrese Halliburton is showing you, the versatility he has at the offensive end.
Brooks outside. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 6th assist on the night.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Oh, a nice defensive play. Alter the shot, then stay right there to clean up the glass.
Here's Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Here's Halliburton. Eason grabs the board. On offense, here are the Rockets. Down low. Van Vliet with the button.
Boy, it's amazing to think Fred Van Vliet went undrafted. He has turned himself into a legit threat.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Passes it to Halliburton. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Halliburton's got 27.
Challenging this D with the 3-ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Brooks outside. And the NBA, Doris, removing the limit on the number of Supermax contracts that one team can have. Why is that?
Well, I think some teams on course to have 3 Supermax guys, just the way their players are growing. And the league opted for more nuanced ways to discourage big payrolls.
First free throw is good.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Jalen Green's checked in for Miller. He's perfect from the line this time. Now, here's Halliburton. To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jalen Green.
4th team foul. Shooting for Indiana, Andrew Nembhard at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. The Clutch Player Award debuted in 2023. Doris, what do you think of that honor?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find more unique aspects of the game to celebrate. Listen, players have specialties beyond just box scores, and that sort of thing deserves to be recognized.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. Miller's checked in for Dillon Brooks. And it's Wright in for Fred Van Vliet. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Wright, the pass to Smith, and it's good for 2.
And in that 2-man action, Smith can roll, pop out for a 3. Really, he's got the defense at his mercy.
To the paint, here's Turner, and Miller with the block. Wright against Halliburton. Wright, the pass to Miller. And it's sent back by Carter. Siakam outside. There's the drive. Here's Nembhard. The stupendous finish in traffic. Nembhard's got 4 points this quarter. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the
2
team.
minutes remaining.
Now here is Carter.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. No good there. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Houston. Pass to Miller. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done, so what new teams?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Eraser.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Now, here is Halliburton. Here's Carter. Here's Siakam. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Well, Pascal Siakam showing you I can do a little bit of everything. You need an offensive rebound, a second chance opportunity, willing to do what it takes.
Here's Green. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And it's Halliburton missing. And here is Wright. So we see Houston taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.